Okay, so a really, really simple thing that we'd like to add on as far as either more so assessment than treatment. There's a heuristic that I use. I don't necessarily talk about a ton, but there's two of them. Get as much as you can touch and broad contact for multi-point discrimination. So really, really simply, if I use fingertips versus my whole hand, so if you think about sensory surface, the size of the sensory surface, the more surface area I employ, the more information I gather. Fingertips have the greatest 2-point discrimination. My ability to tell things apart in a very fine, minute way is best at my fingertips. This is really good 2-point discrimination. This becomes bad 2-point discrimination. So I just recognize how most people are wired. Doing this to find something is not going to be as useful as this to find something. Because on this sensory surface, anything that's there I can find. Now, it's not going to necessarily be visible, and I'm not directly in contact with the thing that's actually not moving as well. Would you agree that down here, there's a little bit more than up here, right? And I can, now if I do this, you can't even sense that, right? So using your hand as broadly as you can, especially on soft tissues, as often as you can, tells you more because you have more sensory surface deployed. Your 2-point discrimination is still really good in your palm. It's much better in your fingertips. But because my search has become so much smaller, I am more likely to miss stuff or have to search more, right? Now, the other deal is how you do that matters. The sampling is too fast. The tissue is more likely to have a reason to protect itself. I just lean in, nice and smooth, see what it does. This, no, because this will elicit protective responses. Visually, it'll also move everything else. This is why the subtlety ends up mattering a lot. Right now, I get the same thing. I didn't lean on you, you just breathed. You just took a breath, which please continue to do. And it just popped into my hand, right? Make sure you breathe both ways. Right? Not excessively, but there you go, right? Now, so it's like there's a spot down here, then as I get up here, so it's not there, but as I get up here, once you get into the thorax with the erector spinae, the erector mass, what you really are going to find is that you should expect less movement. The muscles should be less robust. There's ribs. It changes its nature. That's where anatomy becomes important so that you know what to expect, right? And then there, that's okay. That's okay. So it's kind of like there's a spot there, and there's a spot about there. You agree? Right? But if I do this, I won't find it. You don't even feel it.
They all feel the same.
They feel the same. So fingertips are a small sensory surface. They're very good at minute detection, but your hand is really good at minute detection. It's not as good as the fingertips, but it's pretty good. And there's a larger sensory surface deployed so that I can start to differentiate much easier and I get more information. So it's wherever on my hand that it feels funny, I just go closer, right? That's it. Like I just lean on that part. So how you use your hand really makes a difference. How you move your body. So this, I won't find it the same way. It's too fast. This is nice and subtle. The tissue either yields or it doesn't. Like, I don't have to move a lot. Now, it would be very, very similar in the hamstrings. Okay? It becomes a little bit more obvious. Right now, like we can agree, yeah, there. Okay? But, right, so here, it squishes, and there's resistance, you agree? Right about there, right? And she can feel me tapping through my hand. Now this is and then it softens right up down here, right? Yeah. So that's the one that I would work on. Now, if I work on it like this, you can deal with it. But if I work on it like this, okay? So how you interface with those tissues, how you use your hands really matters. The speed at which you move. If it's too fast or too small of an area, you're going to have problems. They're going to notice way more in a small area, but you're also going to miss more if that's your search pattern. A broader search pattern is better. A smoother search pattern is better. As far as treatment is concerned, this is mean, This is nice. Fair enough? Sweet. The room is sort of nodding. Fantastic. Thank you.